That's an oarfish.
They are not in textbooks, nor in familiar lessons. Some look like creatures from another planet. Nature's strangest things have always been around us. This special compilation will leave you amazed and more curious about the world beyond. Let's get started. The standard-winged nightjar, or Caprimulgus longipennis, is a unique nightjar species native to Africa. They stand out with two special feathers on the wings of the male that look like two flags. These feathers grow during the breeding season to attract female. Things found only in Australia, you might think this is a jumping snake until you search for the legless lizard called the excitable dalma on Google. This stunning drifting creature is the egg masses of the diamondback squid. Each such egg mass contains between 35,000 to 75,000 eggs.
What are you doing? What are you doing? That's an oarfish.
Living mostly at depth of hundreds of feet, the oarfish is often considered a harbinger of earthquakes whenever it appears, especially among the people of Japan and the Philippines.
All right. Oh, yeah. I'll move. And
It's only
look.
been seen live at very deep depths in dark.
On January 17, 2025, two surfers encountered a giant doomsday oarfish on the beach of the Baja California, Mexico. An extremely rare sight was recorded on February 6, 2025, when a deep-sea black sea devil appeared during the daytime near the water's surface, only about 1.2 miles off the coast of Tenerife, Spain. The lionfish, a species native to the Indian Ocean, is a fierce predator with virtually no natural enemies and is steadily invading Atlantic ecosystems. The warty frogfish, a deadly trap on the seafloor in a naive and cute form, can swallow anything that passes by, even its own kind. The flatworm, an inhabitant of shallow waters, especially around coral reefs, has a flat, soft body, covered in bright patterns that help it both camouflage and warn predators. Some species can even regenerate when cut into pieces, making them stand out both in form and biology.
这是啥东西？有人见吗？有人认识吗？看，哎呀，真美呀！看，对，两个，啊。
The blue dragon, a rare sea slug drifting on the ocean surface, has a dazzling appearance, but can cause burns or skin irritation by storing the toxins of the jellyfish it eats. The skeleton panda sea squirt is a new species from Japan, was announced on February 1st, 2024, and has been the focus of attention for many divers at Kumejima Island for months. How Mother Nature can amaze you, even with just a single strand of moss. This little guy is called the mossy stick insect, from the genus Trichopeples. The Tonkinese tree frog, or Theloderma corticale, is a species of frog in the family Rhacophoridae and is endemic to Vietnam. This is a Sphingidae caterpillar with a special defense mechanism. When threatened, it inflates its head and neck, revealing patterns that resemble a snake's head. Looks like a two-headed snake with a lolling tongue, but in fact it is a gaudy sphinx caterpillar. It just imitates the shape of a snake as a way to avoid predators. Ruliaphis, a species of sap-sucking insect, are commonly found across the northern hemisphere. A stunning and rare white deer was spotted in Gunmar, Kashmir on January 30, 2025.
Con này là con rắn hay là con trùng anh em? Mà nhìn nó ghê quá. Có ai biết là con gì không?
The hammerhead worm is a species of terrestrial flatworm, notable for its distinctive hammer-like head. Some hammerhead species are capable of producing tetrodotoxin, a powerful neurotoxin.
这是啥东西啊？哦。
Have you ever wandered along the beach hoping to come across something strange from the ocean? These little balls are actually octopus eggs. Not a pale grape, this is in fact a juvenile Caudonidae, a family of sea cucumbers.
Alguém sabe o que é isso? Tem vários desses pela praia e eles parecem, eles têm umas coisinhas dentro, ó. Eu não sei o que é. Realmente não sei.
This is Phaeocystis globosa Schirfel, a type of phytoplankton with two life forms: free-swimming single cells and colony-forming gelatinous cells. It consists of thousands or even tens of thousands of individual cells. It's not only strange forms. Many animals also have behaviors that make you raise questions. You may have seen orca many times, but have you ever seen them ballet in the wild like this? Amid the harsh cold of the polar regions, have you ever wondered how marine mammals manage to breathe without suffocating under ice that stretches for millions of square miles? With its strength, this is how the humpback whale copes. In a breathtaking scene captured by marine biologist Christensen in Greenland. Another rare sight was recorded by researchers at the University of Auckland in New Zealand, when an octopus hitched a free ride by clinging to the head of a maka shark. An interesting example of commensalism, where one species benefits while others continue to thrive. Looks like that octopus just found its free Uber driver. An interesting image captured beneath the sea shows a juvenile grouper hitching a ride inside a thimble jellyfish. Impressive coral spawning on the Rosario Islands every September.
Quero ver se descobrir isso aqui, ó.
Fragments from this coral can be released during certain stages of the coral and should be avoided as they can cause itching and skin
Quando você vê se a água
irritation.
não entra. Ó. E pequenos espinhos que, se você pular na água, vai ficar gravemente ferido.
You may be familiar with the sight of otters rolling around, but few know they do this to dry their fur to keep from catching a cold. Even though they can swim for hours, otters must constantly groom their fur to maintain its waterproof and insulating abilities, which help them keep their body temperature and avoid the cold. The unique love dance of the lyrebird. This is one of Australia's most famous birds, known for its incredible ability to mimic sounds. Not to be outdone, the great crested grebe is also a true dancer when breeding season arrives. There are no lazy ones here just sitting with their mouths open, waiting for fish to drop in. In reality, this is just a way for pelicans, a bird species without sweat glands, to cool down. If you are wondering, this is a flock of ducks. You may have heard that these butterflies are trying to eat the dog, but don't worry, these are actually Dryas aeolea butterflies, and they are not carnivorous butterflies.
Essa appena si scalda si apre, guarda, Aspetta, guarda. Non la prende, guarda, giusto?
Si apre di nuovo da...
Ha fatto in mano di Arianna.
Despite having so many legs, starfish don't seem to have any advantage when it comes to moving around. What do you see in those first threads?
Oh! Aw.
มา
เอาทางนี้ดีกว่า
อ๋อ
ไปแล้วไปแล้วไปแล้ว
เอาไม่หันเอาแปลกแปลกแปลก
The flatfish, a creature that spends its whole life never knowing what lies beneath it. Does its bizarre way of moving give you goosebumps?
这啥面鱼？你们猜得出来吗？哎，别动别动哦！
不，这一杆子翻过来。
跑了跑了，它跑了。这个是什么鱼？你们认识吗？我的天，好恐怖！
虎皮。漂亮，这个鱼。
Watching flatfish at farms is just as fascinating an experience as seeing them in the wild. We can easily recognize the father in any situation. Is this a free Wi-Fi device in the forest? In fact, this is how honeybees flap their wings to drive away enemies. Gotre, the most common tree species in Morocco. Sometimes, form and behavior may not seem unusual, but some species still know how to shock and creep you out with sheer numbers. If it's at night, it might be too late for you to do anything. This could be a reason for you to consider making your way to Arkansas. The lesson learned: never touch these walking tufts of hair. Vietnamese sour fermented rice, a naturally fermented rice containing beneficial bacteria traditionally used in Vietnamese cooking. Some might think this is pollen, but in reality these are mosquito swarms at Lake Fulong in China every August. And not only at Lake Phalon, if you pass through Hulumbuir, Inner Mongolia every September, you'll see a similar scene as billions of mosquitoes and small insects swarm, forcing your car straight to the nearest car wash. Millions of moths invaded Hope, British Columbia, Canada, on August 10, 2024.
These are mosquitoes?
One of the gifts from Lake George. Are you getting goosebumps?
No worries. Holy cow.
The Mormon cricket invasion in Nevada in May 2024.
Ui, đẹp lắm.
And after those goosebump-inducing images comes the appearance of the termite flower, a type of flower that usually blooms after summer rains. Not only animals, but plants also hide many fascinating things that you rarely notice. It seems that these mushrooms also have dreams of growing tall like other woody plants. Macrocybea spectabilis is an edible mushroom-forming fungus, with the largest cluster ever found weighing about 330 pounds. A tree without roots and a tree without a head, they compensate for each other's missing parts. A favorite type of tree for those who love horror films. Hope no one mistook this bag of plants for a large beehive. It's actually a burrow, an abnormal growth of plant tissue caused by bacteria or fungi.
may cross na kahoy. Sinukuan ang tawagan natin.
The sinukuan tree, also called the cross tree in the Philippines, is especially common on Guaymara's island. Its name comes from the cross-shaped pattern visible in the tree's core when cut open.
Ay, grabe. Oh, diba? May cross.
Yung ano to siya tawag nito, yung mga kapatid ko bibigyan ko para swerte din sila sa buhay.
With male flower clusters like these, cottonwood is definitely something anyone with a fear of bugs would never want to get close to.
我操，这一路好恐怖，这啥呀？有人知道这是什么东西吗？
People with trypophobia will not like this. These are jaboticaba fruits, a round, edible fruit, also known as the Brazilian grape tree. Have you ever seen a red spider web? Jafarabadi buffalo, a large buffalo breed native to India, is distinguished by two large flesh masses on either side of its head. Sometimes they overdevelop and droop down, just like what you're seeing. Macroglossum is a moth in the family Sphingidae that is often mistaken for a hummingbird. The Chinese giant salamander is a unique amphibian that can live up to 50 years, but is facing extinction due to overhunting in the country. A video that takes you from disappointment to satisfaction in just 1 second.
They had to have done that under the ice. Look at that, and there's also like...
It seems our fisherman still doesn't realize he's making noise on the roof of these beavers' home.
That just scared the... There's another one! What the...
哎，哇，蹦起来了！没抓到，没抓到，没抓到。啊，这比那个白多了。别跳了！哇哇！哎，这怎么了？不得了！我拍的贼清楚。啊，我操，好可爱啊！哇，他直接头抓进去，又看了又抓。
A moment worthy of being in a documentary about the great blue heron.
Ih, agora ele rodou no pão. Nossa, capado. Sim, tem peixe. Olha, pegou. Não, pegou um peixe, gente. Pescou ao vivo.
The Natural's flashing light system. The fly's head is connected to its body by a small, lightweight neck muscle, allowing it to easily rotate, tilt, or twist its head to look around. Flies can even survive for several days without their heads because their respiratory system is located on both sides of their abdomen. division of land and primitive social classes. The fascinating reproduction process of the shrimp. The praying mantis lays its eggs in a foamy cocoon called an ootheca, which is usually attached to a branch, leaf, or protective surface. This cocoon can contain anywhere from a few dozen to a few hundred eggs. People with trypophobia may not like this. Net-winged beetle larvae look bizarre with skeletons like a space monster. An exciting experience when traveling to Cuc Phuong Forest, Vietnam every March. Every April, Quang Thao Waterfall and Lam Che Dam in Thailand are also perfect destinations if you love watching these beautiful butterflies. A literal seafood paradise. These green gems are the eggs of the Dumitella carlinisis, a medium-sized bird found in North and Central America. Pseudochaeo curbata wahlbergi, or the spiny flower mantis, is a small flower mantis. Its color varies greatly and has a large eye spot on its forewings. tarsier, a unique primate facing the threat of extinction, is now only found on a few islands in Southeast Asia. Have you ever seen a walking pine cone? This is the shingleback lizard, also known as Tiliqua rugosa, one of the iconic animals of Australia's ecosystem. The year-end buy one get one free promotion.
Trời ơi, sầu riêng. Hay.
This is the end of the video. I hope you like it, and don't hesitate to give us your feedback in the comment section so we can improve the content. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.